y'all. Yes, y'all. You know what it is. It's them kids and wives and 925s, but we are still married to the games. Episode 162.
I think so.
Yes.
This is your boy Gabe Patilla with Tim Ryder and Timothy Hall, of course. And as always, we are talking games and life and games. Thank you guys so much for being here. I am feeling a little bit more normal this morning, and it feels good. It feels good.
Yeah.
There you go. Little Tony.
Mm-hmm.
I hope everybody out there is doing well. Let's see. Halsifer.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah. Caught you off guard. Yeah, I know you're not.
Do you have notes on your weekend, too? Is that why you're not prepared?
He's like, hold on. Let me bring up what happened this weekend.
Let me pull up my notes on what I did this weekend.
Hang on, the website's not loading.
Thisismylife.org.
Nice.
/Timothy Hall.
I wish I owned mylife.org. It's probably worth a lot of money.
Yes,
Yeah,
it would
is.
be.
How are you, brother?
Pretty good. This past weekend, we did Barktoberfest.
Yes, you
For
did.
my
Yes.
wife's business.
That
and it
picture
was a lot of
incredible.
fun. Yeah.
Picture
It
was
really
awesome.
was awesome.
So how many people do you think we had come up and ask us for pictures?
I've got to say, like every fourth person.
Yeah.
There was a ton, and it was hilarious because my wife was like, there was a 13-year-old boy that came up to me and he was like, "Can I get a picture with you, Princess Peach?"
Nice.
He said that to you?
No, he said that to her.
Nice.
It was pretty funny.
That's
You're like, hey, back up.
Yeah, back off, Slick.
You can get a picture with both of us and none of us.
We could not find a Luigi dog costume, so Krista made it.
That's awesome,
Oh.
man.
Talent.
It was pretty cool. Got him a little
That's
hat and
freaking
everything.
great.
It looked incredible, man. It really did. That picture was great. I was like, oh, that is awesome.
I love that probably when you just had your regular face, your actual mustache was frowning, but the mustache you had on was smiling.
Yes, that thing was really itchy. And it
It
looked
looked
like
it
fitting
was.
over a beard.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's the funny part. Yeah. It's like you have a beard and now you have a mustache over your beard. So, man, you're going full Movember, aren't you?
Yeah, that was nuts.
I like it.
I
That's
have
awesome.
had a beard for over 10 years.
It's awesome.
It's crazy.
No, you've probably had it for over 18 years.
Yeah, it was.
You're like a 9-year-old.
I think I started when I was 16, and I remember being 16 and being like, I am surprised I can have a beard.
Your friends were like, how long did it take you to grow that mustache? You're like, 2 days.
Yeah, exactly. It was
2 days.
high school is really funny because people are trying like ferociously hard to grow facial hair. And
Oh,
it
yeah.
always looks really stringy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It looks like you have
Right.
patches, like you have leprosy or something.
Exactly. Like you're a catfish or something. It's weird.
That's good.
Catfish. Lord have mercy.
Good old days.
Mhm.
That's funny.
were the days.
Just sitting at home trying to will it like, like
Your,
that's not the
face
way
is turning
mustaches
red,
work. Yeah.
And then boom, one hair.
Yeah, exactly. I plucked my first gray hair, speaking of, out of my beard
Oh.
the other day.
Man, don't do that.
My first silver one. I was like, oh, look at it.
It took that long?
Yeah, man, my hair went first. That's the problem. I'm out of here. Y'all want to get out of here? One follicle said to the rest of them.
We ain't going gray.
It'd be like, hey, not only is he going to be chubby, let's get out of here, guys.
That's it for me. Peace.
Yeah, yeah. And we about this thing. And then they all wake up and they're all on my pillow,
That's fun.
laughing and pointing at me. You'll never get married. Little did they
That's
know.
awesome.
So what else besides Barktoberfest did you guys have going on this week?
The guy came and fixed our dishwasher yesterday. So
Awesome. Was it just like
How
one
was
little
that?
part and that was it?
it was
And,
it
hey,
was the rails. So he was like, "Oh, these rails are messed up." So it's a common thing with the Samsungs. I replaced them. So I was like, "Okay, well, I
Nice.
guess
All right,
I'll
good.
let you know if there's any more like problems." He also said that like whoever installed it like forgot to remove all the plastic, so we had some plastic in the back somewhere.
melted
What the
plastic
heck?
Like,
somewhere.
Okay.
Exactly.
That's
He said,
safe.
"Oh
Fire
yeah, it's
hazard.
clogging the
Yeah.
drain a little bit." So You should experience better. Like, I guess it's going to get rid of the water better now.
Drainage?
Oh,
That's good.
Yeah,
I do not know.
that's awesome.
It's one of those things.
Nice.
It's like working on a car. Like you have. If you're not a mechanic, you have no idea what's going on.
Nope, you let them.
Right.
You let them do it.
Exactly. So, sure. If it needs an oil change, just let me know.
Right.
Tires. If it needs its tires rotated, let me know.
Yeah,
We're good.
exactly.
That's interesting though, because Samsung, like, I have a washer and dryer with them, and it's awesome. Like, I haven't had any problems at all. I guess you just had one of those weird instances where you just had a little defective one, or clearly the guy who installed it didn't do everything right
Well,
either.
no,
So you kind of got the 1-2 punch.
Yeah, I did, but he did say that the new models, like, whenever a new model comes out, there's always going to be something that glitches on it. So he was like, "Oh, this is just a common issue with these ones, so it's fixed now. You're good to go." So,
and it was under warranty, wasn't it? So you were
it
good.
was under warranty from Home Depot. Samsung was like,
Nice.
"You're in trouble."
No, you're on
I was
your
like,
own.
"No, I'm not."
You're on your own, kid.
Right. Exactly.
Like I said, I am one of those guys that will advocate for extended warranties on certain things. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, it always comes down to percentages for me for some strange reason.
Mm-hmm.
Like if the percentage is too much over something, like I'll get, if it's $10, I'll usually get it. But if it's like, I got the dishwasher for a great deal for $600 and the warranty is $250. I'm
Yeah.
like,
no,
I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, that's way different.
I mean, the reason I always bought them is because I worked at Circuit City when I was a kid.
Where
And
service is
I
state of
saw-
the art.
Haha.
Mhm.
I saw tons of stuff break. So I was like,
Right.
nope, never not getting extended warranties on this stuff.
On the big stuff, right?
Yep. So,
Interesting.
especially because Circuit City had a hilarious warranty. This is probably why they're out of business. They had a warranty that was like, break it and bring it back and we'll replace it for you. So like if you bought a TV, you ran out the warranty and then like you had a month left and you broke your TV, you'd get a new TV because they didn't make that TV anymore.
Oh, geez.
Wow.
So
There you go.
I think we had people taking advantage of that.
Oh,
I don't
sure.
know.
Oh, sure.
I don't care. As far as I'm concerned, I was the CEO of Circuit City because they don't exist anymore. So,
There you go. So it's your decision making that
That's
drove
right.
him into the ground, is what you're saying.
exactly.
Good job, Paul. Way to
Nice.
kill Circuit City.
Pluggy's just in the background, like, avenge me. You guys remember Pluggy?
Pluggy. Oh, my
yeah,
God.
yeah, of
Mascot.
course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Pluggy.
Nice.
What a stupid name for a mascot.
What a stupid mascot.
Oh, man, that's funny. What else, brother?
To be honest,
Pluggy.
I'm just padding this out because we don't have any news.
What do you
Like, hardly any.
Well, here you go. What are you playing? Are you playing anything?
This past week, I did not play anything.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah.
Mm.
I have been pretty busy still. Took a day off and was still busy. So
Oh, man.
how do you figure that? So
I know, right?
I'm kind of helping Krista gear up for the holidays too. She's about to go gangbusters. I think last year her business, I think like 40% of her income came from November to December.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh, wow.
Tis the season, baby.
Probably
It's
going
all-
to be the same case this year.
It's exciting, man. Because that's Lauren's business is kind of the same way to a lot of stuff.
I think
happens around
everybody
the-
is.
Yeah. Everybody
Like-
gears up for it.
Well, people wonder why like all these games come out at the end of the year. It's also because people buy things at the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Like they like in droves, like 10 times as much sales typically for gift items.
Yep.
And video games do fall into that gift category a lot. So if
I
you're
think it's the
more
greatest
likely
gift.
to sell at the end of the year, even if it's a congested market, go for it. So
Yeah, man. I love that.
I think it's a great gift. I'd like to get it. So
Yeah, I love that. I love those kind of gifts. Those are the best.
Nice. Are you all done, bud?
yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to. I think I got my 10 minutes. So yeah.
Router.
You want me to talk more about snot? We can pad this as long as we want.
Yeah,
Please
buddy.
no.
No,
It's going down.
I have been snot
has it
free.
changed colors?
No,
Oh, freaking gross, man.
no, but man, I still have to flush, and it's
Yep.
pretty disgusting.
Still gross.
It's still gross, but it does feel really good because I still can't blow my nose fully for like another. I see him next week, and by then he'll be able to assess how things are going. Yeah, so I still have to do that, and it's kind of gross. I really don't like doing it, but I do feel like my
you can probably feel the difference.
My nasal passages are like clear, and you're like, oh, that feels good. So that's my version of blowing my nose, but I have to see it all, which is really sick. So what have you? Anyway, back from Disney, came back on Monday. We had just a great time. Even with Piper having croup early on in our vacation, she just plowed through it. We did the Bippity Boppity Boo boutique where she dressed up like a princess. She picked Aurora, and she looked so freaking cute, and she was adorable, and it was just so much fun. And that's awesome. It's a lot of money, but it's worth it.
It is a lot of money.
I was like, this is more than our dinner's going to cost tonight. I'm like, this is crazy. Lawrence is like, just go with it. She's so happy.
You're like, her hair better be like this for the rest of the week.
I know, right? But yeah, so we had a really good time. I gotta say, it was really crowded this time. Not like what we've experienced in the past, because fall break was after Columbus Day. Usually we go after Columbus Day, after her birthday, after our anniversary, because Lauren's birthday is the 10th and our anniversary is the 11th. And then usually that next week we'll try to go to Disney around that time. And it's usually a little bit lighter because, Columbus Day is past, usually fall break falls around there, but this year I think it was right when we were there, so it was definitely a lot busier. But I mean, we just took our time and did whatever we wanted to, and she wanted to meet some of the princesses and the characters, so we just waited in some lines for that, and the lines weren't that terrible. And I mean, some Peter Pan, man, 90-minute wait for a minute and a half ride for 90 minutes. And I'm like, seriously, that's what fast passes are for, people. I would never wait more. Nope. I don't wait more than 30 minutes for any ride now. It's not right. Well,
they've got the fast passes worked out so well. And if you know how to do it and take advantage of it, then it's like, especially with the little ones being so small, they don't actually necessarily need them.
Yep.
And so you can kind of like set them up on a different thing and just be like, well, I've got to go on with them as the parent.
Yeah.
And so, we would have Amara had her own 3. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. So, we did the rides that she wanted to do. And on Thursday, we did the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, it really is so much fun. I mean, they close the park for everybody else at 7. If you have tickets already, you can basically stay in the park, and you just have to go get a wristband. And then they have trick-or-treat stations all throughout the park, and they map it all out for you. And then you go, and there's just barrels of candy, and they just give you a handful and dump it in your bag. Or if you don't have a trick-or-treat bag, they have bags right there that they just fill up and give it to you at each station. So my goal was to go back and get as much candy as possible, because we got this little this Mickey pumpkin that glows bucket for Piper. And I'm like, all right, my goal is to get as much candy as possible. So I'm like going through the line, and then I went back and went through the line again. And they were all making fun of me. I was like, hey, I want some candy. It's Halloween time, man. I want candy.
Yeah.
I paid
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Yeah, no kidding. But it's fun. They have the Boo to You parade down Main Street, so we watched that, and it was just really great. And the lines aren't long. Like, we didn't have to fast pass anything. We could just walk onto a lot of stuff, and it stays open till midnight. And then they do fireworks and everything. So it's a lot of fun. It's cool seeing some people dress up, and families are dressing up, and it's a lot of fun. So we did that, and it was just a good time. And so we're already planning our next one for next year already, because we almost have to. You have to book for Vacation Club, like where we want to stay. Our hub is the Grand Floridian, which I love that resort. It's so nice.
Isn't it great?
It's so beautiful. I'd do the Polynesian again. The only problem, though, is that you hear everything from the Magic Kingdom, like all the parades. Like at 7:30 in the morning, I heard, "Good morning, welcome to the Magic Kingdom." I'm like trying to hit it.
I thought you were about to be like, "Good morning, Vietnam."
Yeah, right. Well, that too. And I'm like trying to hit like I woke up stupid, and I'm like trying to hit like the alarm. Like, is that the snooze button? Like, what the heck is that? But it turns out the sound from the Seven Seas Lagoon just travels right and hits you right at the Polynesian. So you hear all the boat noises, and you hear Like the ferries going by with, and
it is loud sure.
It is loud. You get used to it though, but that's the one thing. And I'm sure the Floridian's a little similar, but like you get all of the sound from the Magic Kingdom, all the different shows and all the parades down Main Street. You hear a lot of it. But yeah, it was a lot of fun.
So you say you're planning next year's trip, like when next year?
So what? Probably around the same time. What you do as a vacation club member is you get to book out. I think it's 11 months in advance. So and because our hub is the Floridian, we have priority. So we can book that first. We didn't get a chance to do it last year because we became vacation club members kind of late in the year, and we didn't know when we were going to do it, so we kind of waited a little bit last minute. But so if we want the Floridian, the best thing to do is you have to book it out when your time opens up, which will be next month. So we'll kind of figure out when we want to go and see if we can book it. But I mean,
you heard it here, folks. To book your Disney vacation,
please call 1-800 router
555 MTTG router.
Exactly. So
we'll just put all those extra numbers in there. You
can it's like, we're going to start ringing halfway through them dialing the number.
So that was that. On the gaming front, man, I feel like I've just been in a slump. Like nothing, I haven't turned on any console at all. I'm sure I need to update the PS4. I know I need to update the Xbox One. And I think it's just one of those things. I go through this every once in a while where there's just no games that's really sticking out at me since The Witcher. The Witcher 3 was fantastic, and that was the last game. And like, it's hard to believe that came out in May, right? So
that was a long time ago.
And I played it for like 2 months straight. And I've gone now 2 months without playing a console game. And it's just kind of like, oh, what? Do I have to reevaluate my life? Like, what's going on? I feel a little lost. However,
what am I doing with myself?
We all know that Assassin's Creed comes out this Friday, and I've got I've got that pre-order unlocked. So I think that's gonna, like, now is the start of, okay, we've got some great games coming. Games that I want to play. These consoles are going to be used. So
Halo 5 in your future?
Not really.
Okay.
not so much. So, but I mean, like I said, like 2 episodes ago, I went on my pre-order binge and got 3 games. I got Assassin's Creed, Fallout 4, and Tomb Raider. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait on Fallout 4 because, Hall, I want you to play it first. And I want you to, because that is your game. And I will probably end up playing I will probably play Assassin's Creed for a while. And if I like it, I pray to God I like it. Then Gabe, you take Tomb Raider, and then Hall, you take Fallout 4, and I'll stick
I really
with
want
Assassin's
Gabe
Creed.
to play Fallout.
I know he should.
I know there's so many things coming out. I think I might do.
You're gonna do Black Ops.
Well, I'm gonna do Black Ops, but I think I might do Halo too.
Really?
Well, I mean, that's maybe
very brave of you.
I know.
But did you pre-order Tomb Raider yet?
I don't remember.
It's all a blur.
I don't think
That's why I
did.
don't pre-order, because I would forget.
Yeah, but Gamers Club, man, you get those discounts. Like
you get a little bit. Like, what is it? $10 gift card per pre-order?
It's either 10 or 15.
I usually not lately, but in the past, I've done like the Dell deals because they'll give you like a $25 gift card.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
But with Gamer Club, that kind of shrinks that margin a little bit. So
yeah,
I may go pre-order Fallout 4 then.
Yeah,
I was just thinking about picking it up day of, but
yeah, and that's what I'm doing with Assassin's Creed on Friday. I just got to go pick up my copy, and it's done. And with all the gift cards I haven't seriously this year I have not had to pay a single dime for any game. Because all I ask for Christmas and birthdays are gift cards, and usually for Best Buy, so I can get all the stuff that I need. So I may get those Pulse Elite goals, because that would be pretty dope. That might be my Christmas bonus to me.
I know that's right, to yourself.
Hey, you know what? I worked hard. I'm going to get these gold.
Yeah.
But yeah, so on the gaming front, I've just been playing Hearthstone still, and just kind of looking at my consoles with a little tear in my eye. But it's all going to change this weekend.
Your consoles have the tear in their eye.
Yeah, they do too. So we're going to be reunited this weekend, and Saturday morning I'm going to get up early.
So good.
It's going to be great, man. I can't wait. So, but I was thinking I wanted to do the Witcher expansion, but like I don't even remember the controls. That's how bad. That's how long.
I know. It's been
and
so hard for me to jump back into.
Yeah, and I would play that game again in a heartbeat. Like if there's another lull like this, I may go back and just play it again, and because that game is it's just huge and massive and fun, and yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic about Assassin's Creed. I haven't watched anything but a trailer. I don't want to hear the reviews. There's already the embargo's been lifted, so there's some Let's Plays already on YouTube. I'm not watching any of it. I just want to go in there with an open mind, knowing full well that Unity was kind of a disappointment. Let's see what they do. Let's see what they change differently.
Right,
I love this time period. I love these characters. Let's hope this doesn't suck. That's my goal. Gabe, back to you.
The Assassin's Creed review, they're going to be like, there's this one weird mission where you have to get all these beach balls out of a pool.
Wait, isn't that Tony Hawk?
Exactly.
Yeah, so I'm excited for it. I hope it's going to look beautiful. Unity looked great too, but like I just hope they do it right, and I hope I want Black Flag. That's what I want. I want like a Black Flag kind of a vibe. It doesn't have to be naval combat or anything like that, but the story was good. Just it was a lot of fun. That game was great. And I'm hoping we have like a return to what it used to be, and not what Ubisoft feels like it should be.
Exactly.
You are definitely our source on those games.
Yeah, and it's one of those things. Like I will continue to play those games. It was one of the first games that I played after Uncharted 2, and I loved Brotherhood. I just fell in love with. I thought it was just so great. I watched a lot of gameplay on that, but even before I had my PS3. And because I was just fascinated by it, and they did such a good job on the whole Renaissance and Italy, and it was such a fun game, and the missions were different. There was a lot of different challenges, and it just looked cool. So that series has always kind of been like a part of me since I started gaming. So I'll continue to do it and support it.
Nice.
There you go, Mr. Patillo. Talk to me. How's the tour going?
Man, it is in full swing. We are all over the place. It's been fun. I think we're finally kind of getting our groove. I have 2 gamers out there.
Awesome.
So that's the best news ever.
Yeah, heck yeah.
So the guy that does the Food for the Hungry pitch, his name's Sammy, and he's a gamer, good guy. And then old Colton Dixon.
That's awesome.
Is a huge gamer. So
what style of games have you gotten into the discussion of what kind of games they like to play?
Colton likes scary games.
Ooh. Oh,
yes.
You two need to get in a room and duke it out. I think
that's what
hilarious.
I told him. I was like, all right. I said, this tour, we might need to do a scary game.
Do Until Dawn then.
He's already beat it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like he's serious about some scary games.
Nice.
And so, we talked about doing like a Let's Play together or something like that.
Is there something coming out soon that would work? You would think there would be because it's Halloween.
Yeah, there's got to be something, right? So anyway, so that's been really fun. And he like collects stuff and he's a freak about Batman. And so it's just fun, like nerding out with him and talking about stuff.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So I've never had that on the road where another guy like we went to a gaming store together, and usually like gamers would be like, oh, what you looking at? What you looking at? What you looking at? Kind of follow me around because I'm the one who's there for whatever reason. Not Colton. Colton's all the way on the other side of the store going through stuff like he's shopping for a top. You know what I mean?
he's digging in the crates.
Oh yeah. He's awesome. In the crates, both hands.
That's amazing.
So
that's awesome.
That's really, really fun.
It's like going to a record store.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, man.
Exactly. So
you
that's
looking
been
for
fun.
Shenmue 2 when you go there?
Exactly. You know, I have been. I've been asking about it, and everybody's saying the same thing. They're like, well, since the announcement, you know.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And you're like, I'm like, we were ahead of that thing. I should have just bought it before, you know what I'm saying, everything popped off, but it was so hard to find. Anyway, so that's been fun. I'm trying to think. I told myself to remember something for the week update, and I don't remember it. But
at least you remembered that you told yourself to remind yourself.
To remember it, yeah.
You were going to play something on the PS3 last week. What was it?
Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts.
How'd that go?
I haven't found a PS3 yet. Because I'm letting my little cousin. Well, I guess no, sorry, not cousin. It's Jenny's step brother.
Oh, got it.
So I'm letting him borrow my PS3, and they live far away.
I did the same thing. I let my buddy of mine borrow my PS3, so I don't even have it.
Exactly. So I've got to get my hands on one. But let's see what else is going on, man. Headed to Chicago this week.
Ooh, nice.
I don't know where all we're going, but I'm meeting up with some MTTG people out there.
Oh, sweet.
On Friday, so that'll be fun.
That's awesome.
Ambassador Gabe is at it again.
Exactly. I'll be out there kissing babies. So we're in Des Moines, then Chicago, then Indianapolis, and then Columbus, Ohio.
It's the Midwest tour.
So
we gotta have fans in every city of that tour.
Yeah. I mean, right? That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Listeners, at least. I don't know if we have any fans in those cities, but we got listeners at least.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Somebody that has turned on an episode and listened to one. Yes, we probably do.
And so,
how long does it usually take you guys to feel like you're in the groove of the tour? Is it like a week, 2 weeks?
3 weeks. This last weekend was like, okay, all right, it's starting to become second nature. And now it just kind of like sinks into your muscles. You know what I mean? And so it can become second nature. You know, playing the horn on all 4 songs and stuff like that is getting all right.
How many songs do you guys do for a set? Do you have an intermission or anything like that?
No, we do. Shoot, man, I want to say 19 songs or something like that. 18 songs. We do a bunch of songs. So our show just by itself is an hour and a half. Like just
that's
Toby's
great
part. I'm trying to think, man. Gaming wise, I didn't get to get anything in this last week. I did get to play some NBA 2K16 because one of the dressing rooms that we were in had it hooked up to a projector. So that was kind of fun.
Oh, that's cool.
So the story mode, have you played through all that yet?
I haven't played through all of it, but I'm just at the very beginning. But if you'd like to check it out, it's on the YouTube channel.
Awesome.
There you go.
Where I create my face and start the story mode and all that. So
I got the ending spoiled for me, and I can't wait to see what you think of it.
Oh, geez. I can't wait. I want to get back in it. So I'll probably go Redbox it again this weekend. That's what I did at first.
They said it's a real, like, it kind of just comes out of nowhere. So,
really?
Yeah.
You have guns and then you're running, next thing you know.
It's Call of Duty.
You're like, gish, 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 gish. So I didn't get any gaming in. I mean, obviously some Hearthstone, because that's easy to pick up and go. Man, I cannot remember what I was supposed to tell you guys. Oh, we got to offer it on the house. So
nice.
That's awesome.
That's kind of nice because we're moving. And so we're in the back and forth right now, the dance.
Mm-hmm.
You give some, then I give some. You give some, then I give some. So we're in the back and forth of it right now. So hopefully that turns out. And then another thing that was kind of cool, what's been really fun is every morning I've been waking up and looking for video game stores in whatever city I'm in. And so it's been really cool to like go around and like, I'm not talking about GameStop. Like if GameStop comes up, I don't even go. But like, these independently owned game shops around our country.
Oh
and so
gosh,
it's been really cool to just like pop into those, see how people are doing it, seeing what their prices are, and just talking to the people that own the places. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I got to go to this place called Arch City Gaming Company, which was in St. Louis, Arch City.
Yeah.
And, just talk to the guy in there and be like, man, why do you do this? And, and are you a gamer? Is this fully business? And,
why?
And he was, it's funny because I asked him that. He goes, well, it's not that bad. And I was like, no, that's not what I mean. And so, it's just been really cool talking to people and seeing where their passions lie and why they got into it in the first place and stuff like that. So it's been really cool.
Grab your cell phone and record some of those, man. I think that would be
I know.
huge.
I need to do that. Do that.
Definitely. Even if it's just for a little bit, just give us a tour of some of it. And if you want to talk to the guy and man, I would love to hear that. That's kind of like people going around to all the different baseball stadiums throughout the nation. Now you're going around and doing all the different mom and pop, video game stores, and which are slowly but surely dying out, unfortunately.
Exactly. Yeah. Unfortunately, but they're still doing good. So in the sense of like, they still are on the list of businesses that make money.
Yeah.
Because, the used game sales you know, that
that makes sense.
that's so high. You know what I'm saying? As far as like, yeah, I'll give you $3 for that Tony Hawk, and then you turn around and sell it for $40. You know,
Right.
the markups are still good. So
Yeah, I remember
All right.
we went and visited the score, and what had he gotten that he had just showed us? Like he got something really rare.
oh, something super rare. What
Yeah.
was that?
Was it a Vectrex? I can't remember.
The thing he had in the back in the box? Yeah, I don't remember
It
what
was
he
either
had.
that or an Atari 800 or like an Atari computer of some kind.
Yeah,
It was
I
either that or a
forget,
Vectrex.
I forget exactly what it was.
Me too. I remember him showing it to us and him being like, dude, this is so going up on eBay soon.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, they get some crazy stuff in there for trade in.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's the thing I would think I would get the most, you know, joy out of is getting just some awesome, you know, they said once you open the doors, people just bring stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just old stuff. And you're like, oh,
you're
this is
you're
awesome.
like a pawn shop for video games, essentially.
Pretty
That's-
much.
That's pretty much what you are.
Mm,
Yeah, people bring you their rare stuff that's been sitting in the attic. I'm surprised
Right.
there's not a, like, have you guys ever watched Comic Book Men?
no.
Where, like,
No.
people bring in their stuff, like their comic related stuff, and they're, like, talking about the history of it. It's like Pawn Stars, but for comic books.
Right.
Right.
I don't
Right.
see why they don't have that for games yet. I don't understand.
Yeah, that would be cool. I'd watch
That
it.
would be cool. Oh, can we also talk about how cool it is? I mean, and it looks like they're going to lose, but just that the
Mm.
Cubs are even
I
on their
know.
way, only because of Back to the
And
Future
Gabe,
2.
You may be up there when they lose, which could suck. There could be riots in Chicago, but
Yeah.
I'm proud of them. I mean, my Yankees got booted out in the wild card, and I'm like, all right, well, they're done. But
Exactly.
I was going for the Cubs, but man, the Mets look good.
My Reds haven't been good since the 90s.
Mm,
Yeah. Sorry about it.
yeah, sorry, bud.
All right. I'm all done.
All right, that's it. That's it for the show.
Yep. Thank you guys so much for listening. You know where to find us.
Send your
Hey,
complaints
right.
to 703, 702,
Yeah,
703.
703, yeah, exactly.
I can't even remember the number.
Yeah. 702-703 MTTG.
MTTG.
Yeah. Well, Router, you got it?
Bring it.
Well, let's do it.
Just for giggles, I looked up the VG charts to see if we had any type of charts, and they're still at like August 13th. I'm like, yeah, I think they're pretty much done with this.
That's funny.
with giving us any current information. But
That's really funny.
I still reminisce every once in a while. We got some new releases this week, fellas. As I said before, Assassin's Creed Syndicate is out on Friday, PS4, Xbox One. Tales from the Borderlands Episode 5.
So let me ask you this. Are they officially switching to Friday?
Yes, I think everything is
weird.
I think everything
I
is moving
hate
to
that
Friday, which I think
so
is
bad.
weird.
Gosh.
I don't like it at all. I love Tuesdays. I love release Tuesdays. It's just because, you know why? Because it's early in the week. So
Right.
it would have been
Nothing else is
great
going
for me
on.
to come back from Disney. Tuesday, I'd go to Best Buy, pick it up, and then I could be playing all week versus the weekend when I have things to do and like, you know, I have my honey-do list of things to do and stuff. Like, it doesn't make any sense. I don't like it at all.
I totally
I'm,
agree.
I'm actually indifferent on it because I usually pick up the game on Tuesday and I'm like, man, I can't wait to play this weekend. So I
Yeah,
guess
see,
it works out.
Well, yeah, that totally works out for you. For me, like, I will start playing a game that I pick up that Wednesday morning at 5 a.m. You know, like, I'm ready to go. And I'm all excited for it. Like, that's exactly what happened with Witcher. Like, I just put that in and I never looked back. And I played that game for a month, almost 2 months. So, but there you have it. So Assassin's Creed Syndicate is out. Tales from the Borderlands Episode 5, The Vault of the Traveler is out. Life is Strange Episode 5, Polarized. I heard that was pretty good, Life is Strange.
Yeah, I've heard mixed reviews on it.
Because it's like hand-drawn art kind of a thing.
Didn't Ed say he was playing that one?
Yeah, he played it. He said it was kind of hard being an angsty teenage girl.
Oh, yeah.
He said the writing was just like
Oh, no, that's right up his alley. Come on now.
yeah, exactly. A little rough.
So that's being released for PC, PS4, PS3, Xbox One, Xbox 360. Just Dance 2016. Get your dance shoes on, folks. PS4, Xbox One, Wii U, Wii, PS3, Xbox 360.
Hit it. Yay! Whoa! Yay!
And
that
you know,
was perfect.
that was great, man. And you know, Uptown Funk will be on there and all that fun stuff. So that'll be
Yeah,
fun to get
bro.
going too. And it's staying with the whole music theme. Guitar Hero Live, PS4, Xbox One, Xbox 360, Wii U, PS3.
Mm-hmm.
There you have it. New releases. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm not feeling this Friday release. It's
Don't
weird
like it.
because we talked about this before. Movies come out Friday, you know,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
give movies their chance, you know.
People do
And
get paid on Fridays, though.
That's true. People
That
do get
might
paid
be
on Friday.
why they switched it. I don't know.
Kind of goes back to that thing where I had mentioned to you guys, like, release when people have money.
Yeah.
So that's why a lot of people are releasing during the holidays, because people have money and are spending it. Like,
Yeah.
either
Yeah, that's
saved
true.
it or whatnot. And
Makes
Fridays
sense.
kind of makes sense. People just got
So-
paid. So
So next year, that's going to bring Black Friday to a whole new level.
I think it's going to bring it this year.
They may.
Did we have any oops this week?
I looked at as of yesterday at 5:00 in the evening. No, we did not. So we're
Nice.
actually doing well.
We're
I'm
doing
kind of
all right.
impressed.
I
Batting
saw one that
1,000.
hit. I saw one that hit late last night, but it wasn't necessarily about us. But I thought it was really funny. It was from I don't remember. Gosh, who was it from? I should have looked it up. Hold on one second. Dang it. Oh, Eric Green. This is funny. At ECG 28713. MTTG oops. He said, "My bad, Tim Hall. Arrow is a great show. Watched 7 episodes in a row. I was up till 7 a.m."
Yeah,
Wow.
buddy.
See, take that, man. That's awesome,
Yeah.
man.
All I got to say
man.
is just give it a chance. You'll
Yeah.
know if it's for you or not, and that's okay.
There you go.
I'll do this, Hall. I will watch that after I finish season 5 of Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Or you could
Yeah.
start on season 6.
Yeah,
Blech.
I usually am.
The first
I
2
haven't-
episodes are insane. We just watched
6?
episode 2. Yeah,
Oh,
we just
wow.
watched episode 2 last night.
See, that's the thing. I have them all on my DVR, but I can never watch them because
Yeah,
we
getting
haven't
caught
watched
up is
TV
hard, boy.
like in a while, and of course Lauren doesn't like it, and I can't watch it with Piper in the room.
Right.
But so I basically have to Netflix it, and Netflix usually does the previous season right before the new season comes out.
That's
Right.
true.
Yep.
I mean,
So-
I guess
Nice.
it just depends. Like, it kind of sucks to have to wait like a week to watch the next episode. But
Yeah,
at the same time, the episodes are like, I've kind of thought about this a little bit. The episodes are more impactful if you watch them and then you have to kind of sit and chew on it for a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it's also fun binge watching, man. When I
It
did
is.
that last year, I was like, oh, I can't. Like, I stayed up, and that was right when my father-in-law had his operation. So I was in a hospital, and I basically plowed through all of season 4 at the time. And I'm like, this is great. I don't have to wait. Like, I want to know what happens next. Boom, hit play, and you're going. You know, it's
Yes,
awesome.
exactly.
That is true. So both ways are pretty cool.
Yep. Either way.
Either way, it works.
If you're
Mhm.
a purist, you wait until the next week. If you're not, and you just want to binge it, then if you want instant gratification, then you binge watch it and you stay up till all hours.
Yep. Speaking
Right.
of waiting, since we've waited this long on Tales from the Borderlands, should we just wait for the physical version?
I know, right? We have it up on the YouTube channel, but and Ed said it's amazing.
Ed is loving
That's
that.
awesome.
Yeah, so we definitely, I definitely kind of, after hearing him talk about it,
Hey, I want to play
I
it
kind of
now.
want to play it. Yeah,
Even though you didn't like Borderlands, whatever, Gabe. It's all good.
exactly. I know it was okay. What you got, Hall?
A report came out from Wall Street Journal. They're saying that the Nintendo NX is going to have industry-leading tech.
Right.
So what that means probably is that it's going to be at least as powerful as the PS4 and Xbox One.
We got to hope.
Yeah, at this point, it kind of has to be, doesn't it, to keep up with everything?
Perhaps. And so I guess the reason that this is kind of important is because they're reaching out to third parties again.
Ooh.
Ooh.
They've launched a new like kind of developer access portal or something like that, where they're basically helping people develop for Wii U and 3DS much better than before.
Hmm.
I guess they have a toolkit out there, but I guess they're providing more documentation probably.
Is their whole ad campaign going to be around the word next? You think?
It could be. I mean, it's the NX, and Apple never ended up using it. Their Next OS.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they ever it was code named that, but they never used it.
Is that definite that that's the console name?
It's the code name for now. Kind of like how PlayStation's VR thing was called Morpheus, and now it's just PlayStation VR.
Yeah.
So we'll see what this is. I mean, reports are still coming out saying this is a handheld / console.
I know. I was going to say. I mean,
they need to be careful, man. They just came out with a handheld.
I mean, I was going to say I could see it being something like that you pick up and take with you, and then when you bring it home, you set it in a dock, and it's just the console. I mean, it kind of makes sense to do something like that because their handhelds have been so successful,
right?
That it kind of makes sense to tie the two together because they'll sell a ton of handhelds, and then
it's just weird because the new 3DS just came out last year, right?
What's that? The new 3DS?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, that thing honestly has. It reminds me of the Game Boy Color because they literally released that. And
then nothing happened with it.
Well, they released it 2 years before the Game Boy Advance came out, I think. And the Game Boy Color, it had a better processor, more colors, and all that stuff, and it had games that were specifically made for it. But there wasn't that many games made for it because they were like, look how many people don't have a Game Boy Color.
Right, gotcha.
Could this be the next craze when Nintendo released the Wii? I wonder.
No.
You don't think so?
I don't think, I mean, I don't know if lightning strikes twice like that, man. That was a freaky thing. I mean, you could not find those anywhere for a year. That was crazy.
Nobody had it, and nobody had that technology. And then as soon as they saw it, everybody started copying it.
Right. Well, it's like the bonk on the head where you're like, oh, yeah, freaking no, of course. Yeah. You know what I mean? Is what it felt like.
Well, and the thing about lightning striking is that you really can't predict it either.
Exactly. It's like a video going viral. You can't plan on your YouTube video going viral.
Yeah.
If you plan on it, you're going to make a video that's not viral.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm kind of on the, they need it so badly. I'm rooting for them. This could be great. But if it's a handheld, you're also dealing with tablets and phones, and you're dealing with your previous hardware, which would be 3DSs, and you've got all these things kind of stacked up against you. What is this going to be? And to be honest, for me, it's all about, all right, what games do you have? Are these games that I'm going to like? Are these, is this something
of course,
it's just one of those things. I don't know. Because just I could bowl and play tennis on Wii Sports for days.
Yeah, exactly.
It was so much fun. It was just awesome to be able to have that much control and have so much fun with it. But
you hadn't done that before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You bring up a good point, Router. They probably need that next Wii Sports because I imagine there were so many Wiis sold and maybe half of those people actually bought games other than Wii Sports.
Right. Yeah, oh, yeah.
I mean, it had to be crazy.
Honestly, the only games that I got when I had the Wii was I had Wii Sports, and then I got Mario Kart, and I got Call of Duty. What was it? World at War.
World at War. Yeah.
Yep. Those were the only games that I played, and I played the mess out of those games. And I think I played Super Mario. What was it? Super Mario World? No.
No.
What was it?
It wasn't Paper
Galaxy?
Mario, was it?
Was that the one on there?
Yeah, Galaxy.
No. I don't remember.
Just the Super Mario Brothers game with all four people.
Yes.
Mario Party.
No. The side scrolling one where you could be four
new
people.
Super Mario.
Yeah, the new Super Mario.
That was a great game.
And that's the thing. I think they're going to have that same problem with anybody that purchases this next one. Whatever game comes with it, people are going to play that and probably that only. Especially if it is going to be like the Wii was. If they have this incredible game that's going to feature everything about this console, if it is a console. It has to be great, and then you need games to back it up too. You need, and it's encouraging to hear that they are going to bring in more third party people, and it sounds like they're kind of opening the doors a little bit for third parties to come in, because then they can go in and kind of expand their brand for this. So I don't know. It's gonna either be the Wii U all over again, or it could be something fantastic. It could be also in the middle where it's kind of a meh, I'll pick it up kind of a thing.
We're hoping for fantastic.
Part of the rumor is that they're sending out dev kits for the upcoming thing, so
oh yeah,
we might get something leaked. We might hear something soon. So
do it.
Yeah, let's do that.
So Dell, I guess a leak came out for one of their Black Friday deals.
I am so happy to hear you're talking about this.
Here we go.
Do you know what it is already? Do you know what it is already, Hall?
Yeah. Keep going.
The Xbox One Gears of War bundle with an extra controller and Fallout 4 for $300.
Guess who's getting an Xbox One?
Come on, Hall. If that's not a great bundle, dude, I don't know Hall, what is.
You better jump on that, man. Come on now.
I'm going to wait and see what other people do because I am definitely getting Fallout 4 on release day.
Right.
And this is not coming out until, obviously, Black Friday.
Yeah.
And plus, I'm getting it for Christmas, so I'm not going to wait that long.
You're getting what for Christmas?
What's that?
You're getting what for Christmas?
Krista's getting me an Xbox One for Christmas, probably. So
awesome.
She just said, tell me what the best deal is going to be. So.
And not for nothing, you've played all the Fallouts on your PlayStation. I can't imagine you switch over to Xbox One for Fallout 4.
It's all about the D-pad. I need a good D-pad for that.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Anyway, I thought when I saw that bundle, I was like, ooh, if that doesn't have Timothy Hall written all over it, I don't know what does.
That is.
If you don't plan on getting Fallout 4 on release date, this is an amazing deal.
It's huge.
And depending on what bundles Best Buy does, I think Major Nelson said that at at all Best Buys, if you trade in the Super Sexy Slim or the 250 gig Xbox 360, you get $150 towards an Xbox One.
Good Lord, that's half right there for that bundle.
Will that be valid on Black Friday?
I don't know. That's all he said.
I mean, because, see, that's the thing. If the Dell thing has leaked out, I mean, I'm sure a lot of these retailers have already planned their Black Friday stuff.
Yep.
But Best Buy is going to be like, oh, yeah, we're going to match that. And maybe they'll do it one better. Maybe they'll give you your choice of game.
Right.
Because basically that's what I would go for. I would say get Tomb Raider.
Do we want to go out on a limb and say that Microsoft is going to win the holiday season?
I don't know. I think they might.
Here's the thing. I think they're going to sell a lot. But as I've said before, I think they're not going to be as profitable because they're dropping their profit margins so drastically.
Well, I know they won't be as profitable, but like the PlayStation, I don't see it going down to $300 with an extra controller and two games.
No, it's going to crush.
Oh gosh,
it's going to crush. But like I said, I still think Sony will come out still selling, making more out of it. So they'll make more money out of the PS4 than Xbox will.
Right. Gotcha.
You've got more console sellers coming out this year too. Like if you think about it, a lot of people have not even jumped on the next gen yet.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're like just jumping onto it, like since both consoles have some pretty big games now, like coming out this holiday, like you might as well, I don't know. It's up to what games you want to play. Like,
exactly.
You want to play Tomb Raider and Halo, then get an Xbox.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Or Gears, yeah.
To be honest, like this holiday season, they seem to be offering more. Like Xbox seems to be offering more exclusive console sellers. So if it's if the deal is going to be good enough, I'd say that's the one to jump on.
Yeah,
there you have it.
And we've said this before too. If you have one, you're probably going to get the other at this point because of it. So if you already have a PlayStation or an Xbox One, I mean, you can pretty easily.
They're making it pretty affordable.
Yeah, they are. Both. Like it's coming down in price, and I think it's definitely way more affordable now. So now you can have both.
Yeah, buddy.
Mm-hmm. So the new Doom game that's coming out is going to have a playable alpha this weekend.
That game was crazy when they did their press release. I was like, holy cow.
Yeah, yep. So this is not the beta that you got with Wolfenstein: The New Order, but this is the alpha. But you have to have gotten Wolfenstein: The New Order to get the alpha. So you'll need to register for the beta using the code that came with Wolfenstein: The New Order. And if you're selected, you'll get an email from Sony or Bethsaida for ways to get the alpha. So you guys that got Wolfenstein and got the beta for Doom, be looking this weekend because you could be playing Doom early.
That's crazy.
Which would be very cool because that game looks crazy.
Mm-hmm.
What else you got, Hall?
Bethsaida has been releasing some Fallout 4 themed stuff this week.
Yeah, they have.
It's been kind of an all week long thing, but I just wanted to talk about a few of the highlights because Thursday, when this episode comes out, they are going to have a watch available, a Vault-Tec watch, which looks really awesome. Fallout 4 themed, obviously. And then Friday, they're going to have an art book available. And these are really limited quantities on stuff too. So, like, like the watch was probably going to be gone by the time this podcast comes out. But at least you can get the art book on Friday.
Exactly right.
That's really
and they're
cool.
giving away a shirt all week that you get for free if you pre-order the game. So that's an option too for pre-order bonuses if you're looking. So,
and some socks, right?
Yeah, I guess the socks are coming out at Best Buy. Is it?
Something like that.
There's a gold edition of the game. I'm not really sure what that is, but they announced some socks. And I think I'm all right.
Sure.
Exactly.
Sure.
Throw
Throw in that
cool.
too.
But I'm sure that's long sold out. And besides that, it's probably going to be up on eBay for like $500.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy.
By the way, just so that we don't get an MTTG, oops, we do all know it's Bethesda, not Bethsaida.
Bethsaida.
In the previous episode, we were joking about that, and that was go back to
that's the
episode
only way I know how
whatever
to
it
say
was,
it.
titled Bethsaida.
Daniel Radcliffe, Harry Potter, is in that. I think it was a made-for-TV movie called The Game Changers about the guys who made Grand Theft Auto.
Yep.
Yes.
And anyway, he was doing an interview and talking about how he got the part. And it was really interesting. I guess one of the creators saw him on Fallon, and he was doing Blackalicious's song.
Yes.
What is it, the Alphabet?
Alphabet. Yep.
Something.
And he crushed it.
Yeah, he did kill it. Number one, he killed it. But I guess the creator saw that and was like, oh, he's not just a white kid that likes to act. He actually likes hip hop. And so they said it made him perfect for the part. And so they contacted him after seeing him on Fallon.
That is a trip.
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy? So if you're on TV, go ahead and be talented.
No, heck yeah.
You never know who's watching.
I watched that and I was like, oh my gosh, he absolutely nailed that.
Yes. Yeah. So I think it was, so it's for BBC, and I think it came out in September.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's a mini series or what, but just as a note, Rockstar did criticize the game right away and was like, they said it's some random made up bollocks.
Really?
So that's not great.
That's not great. I will say this: ABC Family did their Harry Potter weekend this past weekend. So while we were in the hotel, we watched the Harry Potter marathon. I love those movies. God, they're so good.
Yeah, they're good movies. What else you got, Hall?
We all talked about how we watched the Star Wars trailer, the new one.
Of course.
Oh yes, Lord,
the newest one.
Shall we discuss?
What do you guys think?
I think I'm gonna go see it.
Yeah, I mean that's a given.
I think at this point, though, with them breaking Fandango when they released the tickets came out, I don't know if I'm going to be able to see it until like March at this point.
Yeah, you're going to see that when you're going to go get Uncharted and go see Star Wars.
Exactly. During that time, I don't know. I mean, seriously, I will probably have to go see like a 10:45 in the morning showtime, which I'm fine with. It's not a problem, especially because it's over holiday break.
I don't know too much about. I haven't brushed up on my Star Wars lore or canon to talk freely about it on the podcast without having 85 MTTG oops because they rambled on about Star Wars.
That's probably smart. Let's just say it looks spectacular.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see it.
The CG is top notch. I mean,
I know that black guy looks so real. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, right? How did they do that?
I cannot wait to see that movie.
And
Oh my
They
gosh.
said the little droid is like an actual practical effect, but it still looks CG, like because we're,
It does.
I guess, expecting it to be CG.
Well, have you seen them? Have you seen them been selling little BB-8s? I think we talked
Yeah.
about it on the
Yeah,
show. Did we talk about how it worked on the show already? Because I couldn't figure out for the life of me how it worked, like as the droid. Like when I was looking at it, I was like, how is that working?
Yeah. It has to be magnetic.
Well, there's that, and then there's rollers. The head is where the rollers are. So the head moves the body, if that makes sense.
Ah.
So if you were to take
Gotcha.
the head off and flip it over, you would see a bunch of wheels under that. You sit it on top of a ball, it rolls the ball.
That's cool.
So
Interesting.
you can buy little remote control BB-8s, and they're just the cutest thing ever.
Oh, they're just adorable.
Oh, look at that little BB-8 rolling around here. Get out of here, BB-8.
What I really took away from the trailer was just how different the shooting is. Like when that TIE fighter blows up, like the explosions, like it's totally different than any like Star Wars you've seen before. Because normally they just like blow up and it's like that
Right.
old school, special
Yeah.
effects. This is like very precise. Like the wing pops off and like it was
No, it's gonna
really
be so good.
really specific and very detailed on how it actually, like they must have done physics on an explosion of something like it's going to be sick.
I've got to say, man, they've got Harrison Ford looking pretty good,
He
but
does look-
Chewie has aged really well.
he does
Chewie
look
looks
really good.
only no more than 2 days older.
He really does. So it's going to be glorious. I got to figure out if Gabe, you said that you got your tickets already
I bought him yesterday
and you bought them for Thursday, right? Not
for
Friday.
Thursday. Yeah, because I leave Friday.
Oh,
Toby booked a random show on Saturday the 19th, and me and all the Star Wars nerds on the bus were like, what?
what?
We're not going. Why would you do this? And so, but so I guess they're not doing midnight showings. They're doing like, I don't know.
7 and 9, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to like a 10:40 on Thursday night movie.
That makes sense. That for them to
I'd do that. I would do that. I'll check
Exactly.
Fandango today and
Yes,
see if there's
check
any
it.
tickets left.
We're going to be at Opry Mills.
Who are you dressing up as?
Probably Chewy.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding. But I'll probably get that hoodie. And
yeah, I was gonna say, man, bring that hoodie in.
That's pretty awesome.
Real quick, some more gaming news before we move on to the questions. A fan modded the new Resident Evil, the high definition remake of the Resident Evil, to where all the voice acting is the old voice acting from the original
Yes.
PlayStation
Oh
release.
wow,
And I think that's incredible
that's incredible, man.
because the voice, I mean, back in the day, it seemed like nobody paid attention to it. They're like, can you read this? Hey, ma'am,
were
can you
almost a
read?
Jill
Yeah,
sandwich.
come on with us. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's amazing.
And so he
All right,
modded
give
it
us
to where
another
it's got
take.
the
Give us a better take. You were almost a Jill sandwich.
perfect. On to the next line.
Perfect.
Look, we gotta go. We got a deadline. Let's go.
Exactly. So,
The voice acting in that game was so bad.
it was so bad.
Ugh.
And you couldn't blame it on like, oh, well, these are Japanese guys trying to sound American. None of that. They were Americans speaking in American. Very
Speaking
poorly.
American. Speaking American.
Speaking American.
Ugh.
So I thought that was hilarious. So if you're a PC guy and you like mods, you got to check that out and let us know how it is.
Gosh. I just want to go back and just listen to all of that voice acting.
I'm sure you can on YouTube.
Yeah, like,
Exactly.
I'm sure there's a 10-hour video on YouTube where it's like 10 hours of bad Resident Evil
Of a
voice
horrible,
acting.
horrible
And it's
voiceover.
just the same like 100 lines over and over again.
I like it.
Ugh.
You got anything else, Hall?
No.
You all done?
Yeah,
Sputtered out.
that'll do.
Gotcha. All right. Well, every week we ask you guys a question. Last week was no different. Well, actually, usually every week we do, but 2 weeks ago when I wasn't around.
That was our
yes.
bad. That was our bad.
That was the MTG oops of that week. We asked you guys, how'd you find the show? Of course, we got a lot of Twitter things, but we'll read those in a second. Starting over at the forum, Josh S. He says, I think it was episode 77, Hey McFly. Oh, weird, since we were talking about Back to the Future. Back in March of 2014, I was sitting at my desk at work listening to a Beyond, the IGN podcast. I enjoyed it, but didn't really relate to these guys that played games for a living. I did a couple of searches for other gaming podcasts, and eventually I did a random search for something along the lines of Gaming Married Dad. And MTTG, among a few other podcasts, showed up. I listened to the other podcasts and didn't really get into them. However, I really liked how much you guys talked about gaming, but also your day-to-day lives. Awesome. I found you very relatable, house hunting, having kids, work, whatever your week entailed. Now, like many others, I get excited for each Thursday morning to listen in. The community is great, and so are you guys. Listening in each week feels like catching up with members of my family. Keep it up, fellas. I don't think you can realize the true extent of your impact you have had on so many of us listeners.
Wow.
Josh S.
I'm so sorry to disappoint you. So sorry to disappoint you.
At C_Red81 on Twitter. Thanks, Josh, man.
Man, Josh, that's awesome, dude. Thank you.
He always represents. Always. Chipmunk Faithy on the forum, staying over there. While listening to Jam the Hype, Christian hip hop station.
Oh, nice.
You guys should all go listen to Jam the Hype. On TuneIn, I heard a commercial for the podcast and decided to check it out. The podcast has become one of my favorite podcasts, and I look forward to hearing it every week. I wish we could read like all these because people were so complimentary, and we really appreciate you guys giving it up for us. We love it, and we're going to keep doing it. Staying over at the forum, Psycho Sid 83. I met Gabe taking him back to the airport after E3. We started talking about video games, and he quickly let me know that he did a podcast, and from that day on, I've been hooked on the podcast. I totally remember that guy.
Nice.
It was I was returning my rental car, and he drove me to the airport, and we talked about video games the whole way.
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice. I love that. I love that he listens. Over on Twitter is about to sound redundant. Kyle Halloween at Marvel Zombie 616.
Nice.
You guys tweeted at me. At first, I thought someone was just spamming me, but I listened. It was episode 24 and loved it. Mitch at F Chio Tokyo. No, F Cino. FC Neo Tokyo, maybe. He says, the mystic gremlin took me across the sea of the dead and on the doorstep of the castle of despair. Well, just kidding. Twitter.
Same thing.
Holly, exactly.
Yeah, same thing.
And Holly Gary at Afro Joe 014. I didn't find you. You found me. I like
Nice.
that. We didn't land on Sherwood Forest. Sherwood Forest landed on us. Over on Facebook, Josh Benson, this was my favorite answer. He says, Stitcher, browsing by category. I heard an inside joke about Darius Rucker. When my wife asked what I was listening to, I said, I'm liking this hilarious gaming podcast, but it's odd. Apparently the black dude from Hootie and the Blowfish gave it all up and plays tons of video games. This is the greatest line right here. She rolled her eyes and handed me headphones. Oh, brother. Yeah.
Awesome.
Put these headphones on.
I love it.
That's pretty fun.
So great. Thank you guys so much for answering our questions. You guys know where to find us. Facebook, like I just said, .com/married to the games, Twitter.com/MTTGcast, YouTube.com/married to the games. Some of the newest playlists up are Back to the Future, the game, Let's Play Minecraft, the story mode, and Lego Dimensions, and Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain is getting uploaded. So good stuff, good times had by all over there. Hall?
Just rate us on iTunes.
Jeez Louise.
Totally caught him off guard, man.
Oh, man. All right. Well, let's get into some questions.
We'll start with email. Braylon Jones. Here's one to go with Gabe finding a house. If you had to take all the games you have personally purchased throughout your life, not gifts from family, friends, or the MTTG family. And if you had to add them all up, what do you estimate your budget would be for a house? Man, I try to get my games cheap, so it's like $500. There's my budget.
Yeah, how much? I don't know. I bought the PlayStation day one. I bought oh man, I don't know. I've bought a lot of consoles. That's the only thing that would get get the price up on a brother. I've bought a lot of, but I do buy games cheap usually.
And you don't.
So he's just asking how much we've spent?
Yeah, probably in your lifetime.
Ugh,
that's hard.
It's thousands of dollars. But I don't know if it'd be $10,000.
I would seriously have just like an outhouse somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be my house. Just like some outhouse.
I could probably build one of those new fancy schmancy sheds.
Mm-hmm.
Like a shed. I could do that with
it's
the games
at least
that I've
enough.
bought.
I could purchase a tent and live in the woods somewhere. I know that.
A good tent.
A nice tent.
Yeah, you get a
nice
decent tent.
Yeah, Harry Potter tent where it's small from the outside.
Oh yeah, but then it opens
huge
up.
On the inside. Yeah,
love that.
What about you, Hall?
I think it would be like one of those prefab shacks that you're talking about, like the things that you go and buy at Home Depot.
Yeah, exactly.
Paul, you would at least, with all your games, you would at least have a double wide. Come on.
No, I don't think, unless it was like used and dilapidated.
We could go that route too if you wanted to.
Yeah, nice. That's funny. Good question.
That was good. All right, moving on to Facebook. Josh Stapleton. With Rock Band and Guitar Hero both releasing new games lately, I felt this question to be appropriate. Since you guys are all music lovers, how do you feel about music rhythm games? Do you find them entertaining or just a cheap plastic knockoff of making real music? Also, I'm hoping to get Gabe's insight as a musician how these games are viewed. Boom.
Guitar players usually can't play Guitar Hero.
No.
But bass players can.
That's hilarious.
That kind of makes sense.
Yeah, because it's especially the older games, it's way more akin to playing bass than it is playing guitar.
Yep, one note at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, one note at a time. And one string at a time. But so all guitar players that I know that ever picked up Guitar Hero was like, I don't know. I want to actually play the real song. But I love music games. I think they're so much fun. I think they're a fun way of bringing people together and everybody making a fool of themselves at the same time. I love them.
Yeah, I was going to say they're fun games for groups. Like,
yeah.
You know, there's a lot of games that are only single player. There's a lot of games that are only co-op, but having a game where you can have, 4 people playing at once, like, it doesn't get much better than rhythm games.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I kind of stink at them. Like, I don't know, like I can't get my fingers to work. I will never be a guitar player because I just can't get that control over all the different buttons. But it is so much fun to play. And
I do have to say the new. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, and it's even more fun with a group of people.
Yeah, I do have to say the new Guitar Hero Live is way more like playing the guitar because of especially in the advanced modes, because of the way the buttons are stacked. You can actually kind of do chord shapes.
Oh, nice.
Instead of just up and down the neck like the old one was.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's great. Good question, Josh. Thanks for that. Sticking with Facebook, Stephen Kwame. What were your favorite Halloween costumes, and what costume do you still want to try? P.S. I'm going as the Scarlet Spider, a.k.a. Spider-Man's clone. That's awesome.
Ooh, that's going to be next week's question of the week, by the way, if people want to get ready for it.
Oh, yeah.
Halloween, for pictures and whatnot. Oh, yeah. I've always wanted to put a year of work into really figuring out foam and fiberglass and being Iron Man.
Oh, wow.
Because I think that would be awesome.
That would
like
be
if you
awesome.
actually had a pimp Iron Man suit. You kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
that would be incredible. Awesome. Yeah, so this weekend is Pumpkin Fest in downtown Franklin, and so they close off the street, and all the kids can come out and go trick or treating. And oh shoot, I have to get candy for that too, by the way. Anyway,
a good reminder, yeah.
Which is good for me because I just get to eat half of it.
Amen.
But they always have a full-on Darth Vader, a full-on Stormtrooper, like legit, and there's a fantastic Boba Fett that
Who
I've
does?
seen.
Just people downtown?
Yeah, no, like there are guys that like get the whole Star Wars garb put together, and they do it every year. And their Boba Fett is freaking awesome. And I don't know if he must have made it. But like the Stormtrooper's top notch, complete with the audio in it, and like it's almost movie quality. It almost has to be. So
that's what's so fun about being like that or Iron Man is that you're in a mask, and so you don't feel as stupid.
Yeah,
right.
for sure.
Right. Exactly.
Who does Jar Jar?
Oh God, no.
Nobody. Yeah,
nobody.
What about you, Timothy Hall?
I mean, when I was a kid, I did Terminator, and that was awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
It wouldn't be as relevant now, but
no, you would definitely age yourself on that one.
Oh yeah, for sure. Bowser, man, I want a really good Bowser costume.
I love that.
You pretty much have to make it yourself, though, like to get a really good one. So,
yeah,
nice. I like that.
That's awesome.
Good question.
Spencer Stapleton. Oh, we got the whole Stapleton crew asking questions this week. What is the one candy you will shamelessly take from your kids' Halloween bucket when they aren't looking?
Oh, anything Reese's, baby.
Yeah, that's right. And I have already done that after our Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. I gripped that Milky Way like it was the last one on Earth. I was like, "Hey, look over there!" Grab.
Yeah, what's that? Mickey's getting punched by Goofy.
That's right. Milky Ways or Almond Joys are just my kryptonite, man. I will just go to town on those.
Nice. What about you, Hall? What do you steal from your dogs?
$100,000.
Oh, so good.
Nice.
They are.
I've never had one of those.
They don't typically make trying to think, like Sour Patch Kids. I love those, but they don't have those in fun size typically. Typically, people are always getting like, the Snickers, Hershey's, like the standbys, M&Ms.
Right.
But yeah, $100,000 are amazing.
I've never had that.
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never had $100,000 either, but I've definitely had $100,000.
But nice. All right, moving on to Twitter. Dante Logos at Dante Logos. Everyone has some kind of collection. What do you collect? I collect souls.
What the world?
That's my collection. I collect your soul.
Yeah. Oh man, what do I collect? I guess I've been and it just happens to be gaming related. Starting with the Dreamcast and the Atari, I'm starting to recollect consoles. So I'm wanting to have like a whole little setup of old consoles. More for just display, and I'll probably get like a Retron 5 or something like that to actually play the games. But I almost bought a Saturn this last week. But those things are humongous.
Yeah, those things are awesome, though.
Hey, in this new house, man, maybe you have your own little throne room, your game room.
I know, we're downsizing, though. That's the hard part, man. Shoot, moving to Franklin. We can't do it like the Routers.
Oh, come on now.
No more game room?
I just have a loft upstairs, dude. It's like not even a game room.
I know, right?
There's a desk up there next to it and a filing cabinet. That's the extent of my game room.
Right. No, I have actually talked about doing a shed in the backyard. Like, even though we were talking about earlier, like one of those just pimping out a shed that's, as big as a, guest bedroom and
nice.
Doing all my voiceover stuff and
that's a good idea. Like a little mini studio /
yeah, man.
Room. I love it.
Yeah. We've thought about that too. Like if we ever decide to get some land or move out to the country, and it would be nice to have all of the office like outside of the house.
Yeah.
So you can separate the two.
Yeah. A little separation goes a long way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I bet it does.
I actually do collect just video games now, man. That's what I do. Like and I keep mine. I normally don't sell them, and I just like to keep them as, nostalgia first off. And if I ever feel like I want to go back and play it, I will. I haven't done that yet, but I did actually. I take that back. I did for Brotherhood. I played Brotherhood again back in the day before the PS4, and there's just something. I get so giddy when it comes to pre-ordering games. Like I'm so excited to go pick mine Assassin's Creed up on Friday. it's just there's just something about it. I just love buying video games and having them held in my hand. It's just great. So that's what I'm collecting.
Nice. What about you, Hall? Besides Game Boy Colors?
I'm kind of with you, Gabe. I just like to collect consoles, pretty much. And I've had consoles like come through here. Like I've had a Saturn, I've had an Atari Lynx, I've had a 2600, a 5200.
Right, 5200.
Like I've had just kind of everything come through here at one
Don't
time.
you feel
or
like it
another.
gets hard when you're collecting the old stuff just because the old stuff is so huge?
Yeah, it really is.
They take up so much space. Like the Atari 2600 I have that comes in like the box to where it holds the joysticks and the games. That thing is big.
Yeah.
And it's hard to put it anywhere. You know what I'm saying? But
That's
I just
kind of why
love
they go through here sometimes. It's because I'm like, oh, I need
Right.
to make some space.
Exactly. So I like just collecting game stuff. Like I have my Cole McGrath figurine and the portal gun. And so like I have a Hitman red tie. And so I just like kind of having that stuff.
I do too,
around.
and it's hilarious because I like to collect old game stuff, like retro stuff, and I don't care much about like newer game stuff, but eventually that stuff will be retro, so I'll want it again.
Sure.
Well, we got to stop calling it retro. Remember, we were corrected on what retro means.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's just old school stuff.
Old school stuff.
It was pointed out to us that retro means new to look old, not actually old.
My prized possession is I found a new in-box Game Boy fanny pack at a yard
Oh
sale.
yes, I remember you. I remember you taking a picture of that. That is awesome.
Yeah,
Nice.
I think it's from 91. I can't remember. But it was brand new in box, and I got it for $1. And
Man.
as far as
Awesome,
I
man.
can tell, like I've looked on the internet to try to see if anybody else has one, and
Yeah.
I can't find anybody that has it new in box.
Hang
That's
on to
awesome.
So Nintendo, give me a call.
That.
Let's work this out.
Let's work
Yeah,
this
man.
out.
Dude, Colton has a scarecrow head, like from Batman, and it is sick looking. He only showed me a picture of it, but he's got it sitting up on like a shelf of Batman stuff, and it's
That's
the
so
scarecrow
cool.
head.
That's
It's so
awesome.
dope. Yeah, it's so cool. Good question.
Yeah. At Flowing with Rain, Black Friday deals. What deal are you guys waiting for? And opinions, please. A PS4 or a graphics card upgrade? Oof.
Ooh, PS4, man.
Yeah,
it's
man.
hard to
It'll
not say
last you
PS4.
so
Yeah.
much longer.
If you don't have a PS4, grab it. And I would say, would you say Nathan Drake collection? If you don't have it already? Well, he wouldn't have
I don't know.
Maybe Last of Us PS4 or Fallout 4. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what the PlayStation bundles are, but
It depends. If you had a PS3 and you've played all that stuff already, then
yeah, I'm all
Then
about
yeah,
stepping
that's
into the
fine.
future.
Yeah,
Into the future.
Yeah, I'd definitely say PS4. And deal, I just want some good video game deals. Like I don't really know what I'm looking for yet because I've already pre-ordered the games that I know I want to play, and honestly, that I'm going to have time to play over the holiday. Like, because
Right.
I'll probably still be playing Tomb Raider by the time Christmas comes around. I'll probably still be, well, I don't know. I'll probably still be playing Assassin's Creed at least up until Thanksgiving. So I'm just spacing everything out and trying to figure it all out. So I may actually just get some hardware accessories. Like I'm seriously considering the Pulse Elite Golds. I think that would be cool.
Yeah, man.
Because I have the gift cards for it, but I don't know. I whatever hits me, I'll be like, oh yeah, that looks great. I'll do that.
Man, Black Friday deals. Thinking. I mean, I'm gonna be in an. Oh man, we're moving, and so I'm gonna need to buy like a refrigerator.
Yeah, you got appliances to buy, but
So,
that's
yeah,
good,
I got
man.
appliances
I know-
to buy, man. It
I know
sucks.
HH Greg always has some good Black Friday deals. So that's where I got my
that's true.
that's where I got my TV for. I got
Yeah.
my plasma TV for my gaming stuff, and it's a 43 incher or something like that for
Yeah.
dirt. It was great.
Because I remember we talked about when somebody was asking about moving cross country, we were saying sell everything, and
Mhm.
we're kind of looking at that. We're like, man, should we just sell a bunch of stuff? We're downsizing. We don't know like how our furniture fits in there, so should we
Go
just
for
start
it.
selling everything? So we might start selling stuff.
That's what we
Yeah.
did. We got in here and had enough like cash money from selling everything to just like do a bunch of updates right away.
That's great.
We didn't
Exactly.
sell everything, but we sold a ton of stuff. So
Nice.
You know, Jenny's going to want to go in and be like, yeah, we need this, this, and this, and might as well just get rid of it all now.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's awesome. Final question at Not Side Strafe. Halo 5 is coming out next week. Who's excited?
I'm pretty excited, but I don't have an Xbox One yet, so
You will.
I can wait.
Yeah.
But honestly, I think for you, Hall, realistically, you probably won't play that until you're done with Fallout 4, which will be in March of 2016.
Yeah, that's a good point. I wouldn't have
Yeah.
enough
'Cause
time to get what I want out of Halo. So
Yeah,
in between
and
now and then.
I'm not interested, to be honest. God, I'm getting so old and crabby. I don't want this game.
At least
Exactly.
the multiplayer is good. Like if you don't
Yeah.
like the story, the multiplayer is top notch always.
But I'm not a multiplayer guy either, so
Yeah.
it's like
I'm
it's all lost on me.
I'm not much of one either now, but like Halo, I still love the multiplayer on that. So I don't
Right.
know.
I got you.
Could just be a
Nice.
nostalgic thing at this point.
Yeah, of course.
It could, but man, this holiday season is the holiday season of Fallout 4 for you, Hall. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's definitely for sure. I think I think a lot of people have been waiting on that game.
I know. I kind of want to play it too now.
Mhm.
Gracious.
You just want to play to feel included.
Okay, that's true. Yeah.
3 was great, man, and it was Hall that got me into it because he let me borrow 3, and that was the Game of the Year edition too, wasn't it, Hall?
I think so. I can't remember.
And it was I played the mess out of that game. That was so much fun.
That's awesome.
And yeah, it as much as people say it probably doesn't hold up, I think it holds up just fine because
Oh yeah,
it's not
I did.
it's not necessarily a first person shooter. Like if you use VATS all the time, like I do, it's like kind of just a tactical shooter. So,
Yep. Yep, it's great.
I love it. I love
That's
it.
a
Love it.
wrap,
Love it.
Jack.
Love it.
Thank you,
That's a
everybody, for your
wrap.
questions.
Yeah, thank you guys. We really appreciate it. And our question of the week to you guys, and you have to put on your thinking caps and remember way, way, way back. But when you were younger, or maybe if you have a place around your house now, what game ate the most of your quarters at the arcade back in the day? Like what game did you just dump quarters into and play for forever, or was hard and just ate your quarters? Do you have one, Router? you can
I
remember?
played Commando. When we went
Nice.
to Ocean City, New Jersey on the boardwalk, there were 2 different arcades. And so the one I would go to, in this one, I'd play Commando and Spy Hunter. And
Nice.
then I played the mess out of Dragon's Lair and Space Ace.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, those were my games, man. And those were 50, the Don Bluth ones were 50
Yeah,
cents
50
too.
cents.
So
Yeah.
I dropped so much cash on those things.
What about you, Hall?
it's probably like a 3-way tie from different periods of growing up. Like Pole Position was a big
Yes.
one that I played a lot. And then Street Fighter 2 when I got a little older, and then Crazy Taxi when I got a little older than that. So
I don't think did I ever play Crazy Taxi in the arcade?
they have 2 different versions of it. There's one that you stand up in front of, and then there's one that you sit down in. The sit down one's pretty fun.
I don't remember if I ever played that at the arcade, or if that was just a Dreamcast special at home for me.
The Dreamcast, like the port to the Dreamcast, was almost perfect.
It's so good.
Yeah.
So good. For me, it had to be Mortal Kombat 2.
Wow.
I used to play that. I mean, I had the book.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And Katana was my girl, and used to get it done with her. And then, gosh, what was that one game called? It was called like Newman Athletes or something like that, where you kind of played guys with powers, but it was really just a track and field game. Newman Athletics. So if you look it up, Newman, Numan Athletics. Woo, I used to play the crap out of that game. Golly.
That's awesome.
I love button mashers though too.
Buttons barely work anymore.
Yeah,
Exactly, all worn down.
I remember also too as a kid playing those Neo Geo arcades.
Oh yeah,
Like
like
just playing whatever's
Bubble
on 'em.
Bobble or whatever. Whether
Baseball
Bust a Move.
Baseball Stars was my game for sure.
Oh, see, I used to play Bust a Move and all that. That's neat. That's one of those, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Anyway, let us know, man. What game did you dump the most quarters into at the arcade back in the day? Or now, if you have a barcade by your house. I don't have one.
We need one.
You know what sucks? Me and a friend of mine talked probably 7 years ago about opening one in East Nashville, but we were just too sissies, and now we were too sissy to do it, and now East Nashville has blown up.
Mm-hmm. Dude, we don't need to do it there. We can do it in Franklin.
You think?
Dude, there's enough kids here, and there's enough.
And we need something to stay open late, is what it is.
That's the thing, because Franklin is shut down at 9 o'clock. Like,
really
shut
is.
down at 9 o'clock. At 9 o'clock, everything is done.
8:58.
Yeah, 8:58, 17:30. No, sorry. I won't go back into that again.
We got one downtown, 2-bit barcade.
Oh, yeah, I haven't been there yet.
Yeah, and they have board games too.
Need to check that out.
That's cool.
Need to check it out. So let us know, man. Use hashtag #AnswerMTTG. Obviously, you can go over to the forum and answer in long form if you feel like you need all that space for that kind of question. And man, here we are.
One more
podcasting.
And then it's Halloween, baby.
I can't believe it. That's awesome.
I'm so excited.
Well, I am Gabe Patillo. That is Tim Router. That is Timothy Hall. And we are married to the games. And we are up out this thing. Peace.